All right. Hello and welcome to Lesson Learned, a conversation about Mythcraft. I am Corey Griffin.
Hold on, I am having some weird technical issues.
In discussions like we have the last couple of weeks, we're actually going to be starting off with the Inquisitor.
You want me to you want me to start off with it?
Yeah, so the try not to just read the like its description, but come up with its own. I had this perfectly the last couple. So, like, an Inquisitor is really there to find evil and root out the problems, right? Like, they want to go after things like the undead, cults, maybe fiends. Like, they want to protect the mortal realm. Yes, I know. I'm just bouncing around its original description intentionally.
No, I'm reading chat.
Oh.
They're being dorks.
um. So, the starting equipment that we're gonna get for starting once we get a rank in Inquisitor is going to be a Traveler's Pack, Scale Mail, Fine Clothes, Simple Clothes, a Signet Ring, a writ of like religious authority, a mess kit, 3 days worth of rations, a water skin, and manacles. Which
Can't weight the sins of their enemies because it's heavy. Reduces speed. Ask
you,
Usuri.
I was going to say
He
you
knows.
you have experience with that.
Yep.
Um, so each time you take a rank in the Inquisitor profession, including rank 1, you gain +3 to investigating and +1 in 3 of the following skills.
So you can choose between athleticism, so out of the athleticism pool, you can grab applied force, athletics, or sprinting. Within crafting, there's alchemy, smithing, and wood carving. Influence, you get deceiving because, of course, you need to lie to the sinners and deceive them. There's also intimidating and persuading. Under the knowledge category is arcana, chemistry, history, medicine, and religion. With luck, you get to choose between fortuity, which is great because everyone loves fortuity. Observation, you can get eavesdropping, intuiting, investigating, and perceiving because you need to perceive the sinners while investigating the sinners, intuit that they are sinners, and eavesdrop on the sinners. Under stamina, you have distance running and forced march. Subterfuge is disguising, evading, and lockpicking because you need to be able to lockpick your personal use manacles. And then under the survival tag, you get dungeoneering, sneaking, and tracking.
All right. Hello. We have a very active chat tonight, which is making it very fun. Um, so yeah. The ability that we get for being a Inquisitor is called Witch Hunter. When you become rank 1 Inquisitor, and every time you gain a rank in the Inquisitor profession, your ability to hunt down dark magic users improves. So, starting at rank 1, by spending a week in any given settlement, that will allow you to locate at least one hidden cult, dark ritual, or forbidden magic user if they are present at that time. If located, they can be reported to the authorities of your religion, who may request your assistance in eradicating them.
Rank 2 is when in a friendly medium to large settlement in which a religion has a presence, you may work as a grave watcher at the local cemetery. This work would involve protecting the consecrated grounds from any tampering or theft and dispatching minor undead creatures that tend to frequent those areas. Performing this work will net you 2d10 plus 20 silver per week.
At rank 3, you gain the ability that you may now locate one hidden cult, dark ritual, or forbidden magic user in just 3 days. Furthermore, you may take into your service one of the retinue members from the Inquisitor retinue list. This person will travel with you and protect you, taking their combat initiative immediately after yours.
So some of the options that you get on the Inquisitor retinue list is the Courtier, who is a monster level 2. This minor noble can attempt to gain you an audience with any NPC with 4 or fewer professional ranks with the aristocrat, mercantile, or military occupations.
The next one that we come to is the Demonologist, which is again another monster level 2. This researcher is not equipped for combat, but is highly skilled in uncovering information about demons and cults.
We've actually seen one of these before.
That we have.
The next one is a physician, also monster level 2. This medical specialist is not equipped for combat, but grants significant medical assistance.
The next one that we're going to come to is the Rogue, which is a monster level 3. This criminal has agreed to serve you in exchange for a commuted prison sentence.
After that, we have the veteran soldier, who's also monster level 3. And this experienced soldier is battle ready and eager to fight on your behalf.
And last, but probably my favorite, we have the War Priest, which is an ML3. This War Priest shares your religion and is able to cast minor spells from the divine source. I see the chat talking about a hype man. Honestly, that's what the courtier is.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, he's the wingman for nobles.
Yeah. He hypes you up. I mean, aristocrat, merchant, so nobles, military, or merchants. That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like, when you really get to thinking about it.
Captain of the guard, city mayor, leader of a merchants guild,
Bartender.
Yeah. No, if anything, I think Goron would be a groovy for Lesh. Just saying.
All right. And then we're going to run into rank 4. You may now take an additional retinue meta member from the Inquisitor retinue list. So now we get 2 of those. And your Grave Watcher services now earn you 4d10 plus 40 silver coins per week.
And then lastly, on rank 5, you are considered a Witchfinder General and may call upon the services of your religion in pursuit of eradicating evil. Once per month after locating a heretical cult, dark ritual, or forbidden magic user using your rank 1 benefit, you may form an Inquisition that produces 2d20 plus 10 faithful militants of monster level 2 or lower who will assist you in the task of destroying this evil. They will follow your reasonable and lawful commands for 1 day. However, they will not travel further than 30 miles from their home settlement. Additionally, you also may take a 3rd retinue member into your service from the list we've already read from.
Now, I have a question for you. You're a Witchfinder General. What is your 3 that you're going to take with you?
The 3 that I take with me are... Honestly, it really depends on the headspace I'm in, which character I'm playing, right? So let's pretend for a second that Usuri is a part of the Inquisitor retinue list. Same similar background, thematic. Definitely probably going to have a rogue, because he's saving somebody from, other means of a prison sentence. He probably has a veteran soldier, somebody who's chiseled, grizzled, and knows their way around the combat field. And then if he were to choose somebody from one of the more support roles, maybe go with the physician, just because you never know when somebody's going to get hurt, and having a physician on hand to be able to receive, and specifically using these words, significant medical assistance, I think would be pretty awesome, especially because we know that magic healing can't fix everything. Having a doctor on hand is more beneficial than not.
So I will answer my own question, right? For me, it very much depends on what my group looks like, right? Do I have a high intellect based character, or at least someone in my party that has more than 3 in intellect? If I don't, then I'm bringing a demonologist with me for research and stuff like that to get information. I said it earlier, and I stand by it. War Priest is probably my favorite out of all of them, and this is as someone who's studied the stat blocks. I probably would not take both War Priest and Veteran Soldier, but I'm kind of torn between if I have a high charisma character in my team, then I don't need the courtier, right? So a physician, a demonologist, and a war priest would be an interesting grouping. Or a rogue, a demonologist, and a war priest. But I don't know. Some of those stat blocks on some of those lower ones are a lot of fun as well.
True.
Like the courtier can cast the command. I think he can cast the commandment divine spell once per turn, which is just great for a front man, being able to look at your enemies and tell them to grovel.
Yep. Or other interesting phrases that we've heard used.
Right. So the next one that we're going to come to is going to be the knight. You are the defender of the innocent and a champion of justice. When you think knight, that is what you are when you take this profession, right? It does help you earn the loyalty and respect of the people who look upon you as a shining symbol of hope and valor in a dark and uncertain world. Yes.
Just keep talking. Ignore me responding to chat while you're talking.
All right. So the background that we get from Knight is going to be a rucksack, 1 large blade, chainmail armor, a signet ring, bedroll, a mess kit, simple clothes, an embroidered hooded cloak, 5 days worth of rations, 5 torches, a tinderbox, and 50 feet of rope, and a water skin.
Now, some of the skills you'll get a hold of between a similar list like we talked about before. So with the knight profession, every time you gain a rank, you gain +3 in investigating and +1 in 3 of the following skills.
So under the athleticism tag, you're going to have applied force, athleticism, and sprinting. Under the crafting tag, you're going to have leather working, smithing, weaving, and wood carving. Under the influence tag, we have empathy, intimidating, leadership, and persuading.
for persuading and intimidating the sinners. I mean, the people you're vowing to protect. Under the knowledge tab, you have geography, history, law, military, politics, and religion. With politics, you get to choose your region, and religion, you get to choose one religion. Under observation, you have intuiting and perceiving. With performance, you have any instrument of your choice, and savoir-faire. Stamina is forced march and distance running, and survival is the animal handling tab.
So the ability that we get with the knight profession is going to be called Coat of Arms. When you become a rank 1 knight, and every time you gain a rank in the knight's profession, your reputation expands and it becomes easier for you to find quests. At rank 1, once per week in a friendly settlement, you can make a charisma persuading or an awareness perceiving check to seek out citizens in need of your services. They set the difficulty class at 12 for this check. These quests can range from like arbitrating family disputes to hunting a dangerous creature to maybe even like being a bodyguard for a noble or a merchant. If you complete this quest, it will generate you +1 goodwill with that settlement.
DC 12 check to find Fluffy stuck in a tree. For rank 2, your name and reputation has attracted a number of young hopefuls, and you may choose to bring one page into your employ. This page will travel with you as your attendant, follow reasonable and lawful commands, and take their initiative immediately after yours in combat. They will hold you in positive regard until you give them a reason not to. Should be an asterisk there with a usury addendum. Completed quests also now come with a monetary reward of 2d10 silver.
So at rank 3, you now have enough standing to promote your page to a squire. This squire will travel with you as a servant and has a simple set of weapons and armor with which they are proficient. They will follow reasonable and lawful commands and will take their initiative immediately after yours in combat. You have attracted the attention of a local lord or knightly order that seeks to enlist your services. They will provide you with a modest accommodations of food and lodging on their property, as well as a monthly stipend of 1d10 plus 10 silver coins. Your lord or order may occasionally approach you with tasks and expect you to serve their interests.
Once you hit rank 4, you have achieved the standing of Knight Regent and may take up to 5 knights into your employ. These knights view you as a trusted leader and friend and will follow your reasonable and lawful commands, but they will not regularly travel with you. Every week these knights operate in a given region. They will generate +1 goodwill and bring enough monetary revenue to maintain their own equipment, room, and board. Additionally, as part of this benefit, you may immediately gain 1 rank in the honorable profession. And then with rank 5, you are now considered a knight commander and may take up to 11 knights into your employ. These knights view you as a trusted leader and friend, and just like before, will follow lawful and reasonable commands. But they do not regularly travel with you. You may issue a quest that will call all knights to your service. They will travel and protect you, taking their initiative directly after yours in combat in direct pursuit of the quest's completion. You may issue a quest only once every 6 months. Quest examples would be something like to destroy a powerful monster, overthrow an evil tyrant, or to protect a community from an impeding attack, but may also include any task in service to your kingdom or a knight order tenant.
So I have actually run a high-level knight through a fight. And it was brutal because he had 11 guards. And there were 2 of them because it was the first level 31 shot I ever ran. and everyone saw, oh, a bunch of helpers. And for the most part, they just stood back and unloaded on the enemy because they have a ranged attack. And yeah, they only hit like 30% of the time, maybe. No, 15% of the time, maybe. But when you have 22 dice rolls, 15% of the time, still significant little chunk of damage.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I can definitely see why you would want to run a knight in a high level game, because I mean, if anything, it's bodies thrown at an enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We've seen before countless times, even in the campaign with summons. If you throw summons at something and the monster or creature or whatever attacks the summons, they're not attacking you.
Right. Right. Now, I will say that that particular monster had a very fun ability that it got an additional TA for every creature within its striking range.
Well,
So when they tried to swarm this huge demon,
you and your demons.
you've only fought one of them.
Yeah, and I know enough about that one to know things. You and your demons.
I didn't even make it yet. I have not made any demons except that one.
For the campaign, maybe.
I have not made any demons except for that one.
Oh, okay.
Almost two. Well, I don't know. I think we're kind of turning Dogen into a demon.
Different kind of demon though. Like he's getting like the Baki treatment. All right, so moving on to the Nomad with the occupation tag of Wanderer. Nomads, much like in the traditional sense, travel from place to place with a tribe. Whether you're following seasonal patterns or maybe fertile grounds for your livestock, you are self-sufficient and have a deep connection with the creatures and land that roam around it. You would be highly skilled in tracking, survival, and animal husbandry. You are highly valued by other groups, and your knowledge of the wild lands is absolutely unmatched.
So
As far as
this is actually the background that Goron took.
Yeah. Goron, you want to talk about this one?
No, I just meant
No,
Adam.
I know.
Adam, I've been calling out each one as they come up.
Yeah.
This is the profession that Goron took in Tales of Yvard. Now, I'll let you continue.
So, for starting equipment, if you take this profession when you create your character, you would gain the following gear in addition to equipment you gain from your background. Your satchel you get a satchel and saddlebags, brigandine armor, a tool or kit of your choice, clothes, a hooded cloak, a bedroll, mess kit, 7 days worth of rations, a tinderbox, 5 torches, water skin, and 50 foot of rope.
I think this might actually be the occupation that gives you the most rations.
I agree. I think it does. As far as skills go, when you gain a rank in the Nomad profession, you gain +3 in sheltering and +1 in 3 of the following skills.
All right. Under the athleticism tag, we have applied force, athletics, and sprinting.
Which we know Goron's not good at.
Under the crafting tags, we have all of them.
Which we know Goron is good at.
Yes, I believe he has some brewing, I think. Under the influence tag, we have empathy, gossiping, intimidating, leadership, and persuading. Under the knowledge tag, we have art, astrology, astronomy, geography, history, medicine, your choice of religion, and and vehicles land. Under the observation tag, we have intuiting and perceiving. Under the performance tag, your choice of instrument or entertaining. Under the stamina tag, we got distance running and forced march. And last but not least, under the survival tag, we have animal handling, dungeoneering, foraging, nature, navigating, sneaking, and tracking.
Which sees a lot of use out of some of those.
Yes.
For the main ability of a nomad, you have Gather No Moss. You are an experienced traveler and survivalist and can always locate food or water while traveling in your home region. You know all the roads and pathways in your home region and typically won't get lost. At rank 1, you have one passive beast of burden that is your trusted steed. Goron's in this particular instance is Sir Gregory the Goodest Boy, our lovely tortoise. It is highly intelligent and well trained for its type and will follow simple commands. If separated, it will seek you out from up to a mile away and can be called to your side.
Yeah, rank 2, your beast of burden can be used to pull a customized cart or wagon large enough to hold you and up to 3 other individuals. It shelters you from the elements. This wagon can also always be repaired using locally sourced materials and is not slowed by rugged terrain.
For ranks 3 through 5, your wagon is now large enough to carry you and up to 5 individuals and their personal belongings. You have 2 beasts to pull it instead of only 1, and upon earning rank 3 of this possession, you may choose between the trader, entertainer, physician, or charlatan as your professional specialization. At Nomad ranks 4 and 5, you advance in the same profession track that you chose at rank 3. Under trader, at rank 3, you gain 1 rank in the trader profession, which we'll talk about. Your wagon is outfitted as a pop-up shop and may carry and trade general goods, and you are exempt from any tariffs or licenses required to trade in your home region. When you conduct business dealings with your trader rank 1 benefit, you earn 2d10 plus 10 silver. At rank 4 of trader, you have found a community of like-minded nomads who will travel with you in your home region. This community will treat you and your allies as trusted friends and will support you with food and lodging whenever possible. Once per visit to a friendly town or settlement, you may initiate a grand trading day that earns you double the typical income that you would gain from your trader profession benefits. Additionally, you may contact with 1 notable NPC with the equivalent of 3 or fewer ranks in any profession. And lastly, at trader rank 5, you may now hire an apprentice trader who will travel with you, but who will not put themselves willingly into danger. While stationed in a friendly settlement, this apprentice will run your trader business dealings without your presence.
I mean, there's a lot of fun things to do in this, right? Like a pop-up shop, I find that amazing. Creating a grand trading day every time you go somewhere, right?
Yep, that's pretty cool.
I don't know. I think the rank 5 ability might be my least favorite, but it gives you an apprentice, and I know people like to have people they care about. Anyway,
everybody loves their NPCs.
Everybody loves their NPCs. So the other possible, what was the word that they used?
Profession.
Yeah, your professional specialization. Another one that we have is going to be entertainer. At rank 3, you gain 1 rank in the entertainer profession. Your wagon is outfitted as a pop-up stage or artist gallery from which you can perform or display your wares. Gain +3 to any skill check with a performance tag made from your wagon. For rank 4, You have found a community of like-minded nomads who will travel with you in your home region. This community will treat you and your allies as trusted friends and will support you with food and lodgings whenever possible. Once per visit to a friendly town or settlement, you may organize an art show or performance for the local citizenship. This earns you 2d20 plus 10 silver and plus 3 goodwill. And you may make contact with one notable NPC with the equivalent of 3 or fewer ranks in any profession. At rank 5, you may now recruit up to 3 entertainers who will travel with you but who will not put themselves willingly into danger. These entertainers will continue to perform or sell their wares when you are not directly present. This passive income earns you 1d10 silver coins per entertainer per week.
I like that one better than I do the trader rank 5.
I think I do too. And you get more you get more out of it, right?
You get approximately 3d10 times more out of it.
Well, no, because you get 2d10 plus 10 because your apprentice will run your business dealings for you as trader. I still think
okay.
So like I think the average is the max is the same for both of them. The average is slightly leaning toward the trader, actually.
Yeah. No, yeah, you're right.
But I still like this one better.
Yeah, no, I agree. Moving on, we have the physician profession. At rank 3, you gain the physician profession possession. Your wagon is outfitted as a well-resourced medical facility in which you can treat diseases or distribute herbal medicines. At rank 4, you have found a community of like-minded nomads who travel with you in your home region. This community will treat you as their allies and trusted friends and support you with food and lodgings whenever possible. You gain another rank in the physician profession after successfully curing 3 individuals of a common or uncommon disease. You are granted free food and lodgings within a corresponding settlement for 1 month. And then at rank 5, you may now hire an assistant who will travel with you, but who will not put themselves willingly into danger. When your assistant is present, you gain +3 on any intellect medicine check to treat an injury or disease. Additionally, your assistant can produce and sell herbal remedies without needing your presence to do so, earning you 2d10 plus 10 silver per week when stationed within a friendly settlement.
I still think I like that more than the trader. I probably like that more than both of the others, just from a mechanic side. Right.
I agree. And it goes back to the conversation earlier about having the basically the doctor with you from the Inquisition, because you can always use somebody for physical healing treatments, especially like that support is great to have, and having this from a personal character just makes sense to me.
Yeah, and the fact that when your assistant is present, you're getting a mechanical benefit to having them around. And it's not just when I'm not here, they help me. I like that more than both of the other previous professional specializations were just when I'm not here, they do things for me. I don't know. I prefer abilities that engage the character more than just passive buffs.
Yes, I agree.
Now, that's not saying that the entertainer and the trader can't be amazing and like have a lot of interaction with their NPCs. Mechanically, you get more from the physician.
Yep.
So the last, I want to double check if this is the last. It is the last.
Yeah.
professional specialization that you can go into as a trader is the charlatan. Remember, we talked about that in, I think, episode 23? Anyway, you gain 1 rank in the charlatan profession. Your wagon acts as a base of operations for your scams and gives you a +3 on any deceiving check made in relation to these scams. You have, at rank 4, you found a community of like-minded nomads who will travel with you in your home region. This community will treat you and your allies as trusted friends and will support you with food and lodgings whenever possible. Once per visit to a friendly town or settlement, you may attempt a grand scam that earns you double your scam income if you are undiscovered. Additionally, given 1 week, you may recruit 1 apprentice who will not travel with you, but who will perform the rank 1 charlatan scam in their settlement in your absence. The apprentice attempts the scam once each month and has a 20% chance of being exposed. If they are not exposed, they earn 2d20 plus 20 silver coins, and you gain half. And at rank 5, you may now recruit a maximum of 4 apprentices at any time who will each perform the rank 1 charlatan scam in their settlement in your absence. Each apprentice attempts to scam once each month and has a 20% chance of being exposed. If they are not exposed, they earn 2d20 plus 20 silver coins each, and you gain half.
I'm just going to say this now. This sounds like a conversation that Usuri and Zephyr tried to convince Goron to do. And because there's enough disposable people at this point that we can just run through any number of apprentices that we need to make that money.
I mean, you're probably not wrong. Right? You're probably not. And that's why I wasn't confirming nothing.
Well, I didn't say that it was going to work. I just said that's going to be a conversation. I feel like it's a conversation that ends up had.
So I know we talked about the trader having the physician specialization, giving you a rank 1 in physician. So we're going to go ahead and talk about physicians. They have the occupational tags of academic or religion. And you're a doctor. You're dedicated to healing the sick and alleviating the suffering of those around you. You have honed your skills through years of study and practice, mastering the use of medicine and the scientific methods to dosage and treat a wide range of ailments. Your compassion and your unwavering commitment to your patients have earned you a reputation as one of the best in the land, and you are often called upon to tend to the sick and injured.
As far as starting equipment goes, if you take this profession when you create your character, which is important for things like Nomad when you don't take the profession until rank 3, you would gain the following gear. In addition to the equipment you gain from your background, you get a belt, pouch, and satchel, gambeson armor, 1 tool or kit of your choice, simple clothes, 10 bandages, basic medicine, 3 days worth of rations, a lamp, flask of oil, a medicinal tome, a bottle of ink, a quill pen, and a water skin. Go ahead.
With skills, each time you gain a rank in the physician profession, including rank 1, gain +3 to medicine and +1 to of the following skills. Or +1 in 3 of the following skills. Under the crafting tag, we have alchemy, brewing, and wood carving. Influence, we have empathy and leadership. Knowledge, we have arcana, biology, chemistry, history, and law. Under observation, we have appraising and intuiting. With the subterfuge tag, we have lockpicking and sleight of hand. And then under the survival tag, we have animal handling and nature. This is actually a rather small list compared to a lot of the others.
Yeah.
But I mean, sleight of hand, intuiting, empathy, brewing, arcana, law, animal handling. There's a lot of the favorites here, though.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's got
Um,
a lot of good common ones that you're going to end up using. So, I mean, it's not like you're going to end up running out of, any kind of, oh, I don't know where to put my tags, because there's definitely options.
oh yeah, and you can definitely make two physicians that feel completely different than each
Oh,
other,
yeah.
mechanically and uh, figuratively, because you could have the mad doctor and the old man in a hut, right?
Yeah.
So you could have the one that goes biology, chemistry, and maybe intuiting, or I think I like biology, chemistry, and like sleight of hand. And then you have the one that goes, oh, wood carving, empathy, and intuiting.
Yeah.
Um, the ability that we get as a physician is called treatment. When you become a rank 1 physician, and every time you gain a rank in the physician profession, your skill as a medical practitioner and your status in the medical community improves. At ranked 1 and given 2 days of operation at a well resourced medical facility, you can attempt to treat one patient. Make an intellect medicine check. If you roll a 15 or higher, you can cure one creature of a common disease.
At rank 2, you may now attempt to cure an uncommon disease. Your patient load also increases to 2 creatures. Only one may have an uncommon disease, though. And given 2 days of operation at a well-resourced medical facility, you can make an intellect medicine check for each patient. And if you roll a 15 or higher, then you cure those diseases.
At rank 3, your patient load increases to 4. Only one of these patients may have an uncommon disease still, though. And helping patients in this way now allows you to earn 1 goodwill per week.
At rank 4, you may now also attempt to cure rare diseases. Your patient load remains at 4, and only one creature may have an uncommon or rare disease. Given 2 days of operation at a well-resourced medical facility, you can make an intellect medicine check for each patient. On a 15 or higher, you cure that disease. And at this point, you are widely renowned internationally as one of the most prominent physicians in the world. Monarchs and people of significant influence will seek you out for treatment, and you can secure an audience with almost any notable individual within 8 hours of requesting it.
At rank 5, your patient load increases to 5 creatures. Only one creature may have a rare disease, and all other creatures may have a common or uncommon disease. Helping patients in this way allows you now to earn up to +3 goodwill per week. Now, I have some problems with this profession.
My biggest concern is having access to that well-managed medical facility.
I mean, I could go back and forth on that. Okay. Like, could I see you, the trader physician? Probably one of the best, right? Though you don't get the later being able to cure things like rare diseases and stuff like that.
Right.
Because you're bringing your thing with you. My thing is, how are you stocking this well-maintained, well-resourced medical facility? Because you ain't charging anyone money anywhere here.
See, that's the thing. I don't think it's intended for you to have the medical facility. I think you just have access to a medical facility. Like if you work for a guild and the guild has a medical facility, or you work for a town hall, like you're not the one, who's footing the bill for all the resources, which again, that's where my problem runs into of you have to be able to find said medical facility, and how many of your campaigns just travel how many of your campaigns comparatively are pinned down to one spot long enough for you to be able to take advantage of something like this?
Yes and no, but because you could also be like a traveling doctor going to different hospitals and, as you go about your travels, right, going to the different places of already established treatment and providing help there. Um, but again, maybe this is just my cynicism, but like, I've never met a doctor who doesn't need money.
I mean, need money and charge people for money are very different things, though.
I'm just saying, because if you were just a regular physician, right, not doing adventuring, just running like a real low stakes, like we're exploring the background in a slice of life type game, the physician is the first one gonna fucking run out of money.
I mean, you're not wrong, but we're also not playing in a slice of life unless you have a very niche setting. I'm not saying it's not possible, right? I can definitely see someone do a campaign where everybody focuses heavily on their, profession and what they can do within the city and stuff like that. But most of your campaigns, you're going to be some form of an adventure or moving around. So you could pick this up, but that would require you to be able to end up in various places. Now, I will say that because as you increase in rank, you gain more renown. I feel like it's easier for you to just walk into a city and be like, what up, church? What up, hospital? I'm here to help people. Who you got for me?
I mean, okay, so even like using real world examples, right? There are things where brand new doctors can get jobs where they travel. That is their job, is to travel between different hospitals and stuff like that. So it's straight out of school, right? Well, out of clinicals, but whatever. So the adventurer doctor that goes to different places and is just like, hey, I can help, is still a very functional character. Right. It just gets better as you level up. Right.
Yeah.
But again, the one that I struggle with is this is the only profession that at no point does it give you a way to make money. A solid, this is how much money you make. Right? Just don't look at me with that rank 4 ability.
Look, all I'm saying, right, is you tell me what noble doesn't come to you and be like, look, I got this disease, and you cure it, and they don't just shower you in money.
I'm not saying that is not probably the intended use of the physician to get money, right?
No, and even in the description, it specifically says like you're doing this because you want to help people. You're not doing this as a job to get money. You're doing this because it's your passion to help and heal.
I understand that, but giving me something, and my complaint is more MC side than player side, right? Giving me something, a solid, this is how much money they should make, gives consistency between MCs.
Honestly, I think I kind of like this one. The more that I think about it, I kind of like that this is up for MC interpretation, right?
I'm not saying that that's...
Maybe it doesn't need consistency.
My only argument is you could play with me who showers my players in money and items and access to all kinds of crazy shit. A physician,
spoiled.
great, right? A physician, when you're playing with a game runner like me, you don't have to worry about money, right? I have a very dear friend of mine in Game Runner that I play games with. It is a struggle to get money and magic items from her, right? We have to wheel and deal to our best abilities just to make money. Without something concrete, I feel like when playing with those kind of game runners, you're going to struggle more.
Yeah. Yeah, in this instance, you probably wouldn't get any silver at all.
Right.
Because there's nothing that says that you get silver from it. Yeah, that's fair.
That was my only, like, I in the setting where people like me that love to shower their players with fun, shiny things so that the dark and scary things I throw at you could be harder, right? Physician, amazing, right? Probably in like my top 3. The fact that I feel like the physician really depends on your MC and your buy-in, it starts dropping down a little bit.
Yeah, that's fair.
But again, I like consistency and like doing things repeatedly and without fail. I understand that there are people out there that are like, oh, but I like the fact you don't make money. Okay. Right? I will admit that that is a solid criticism of myself. But it's the possibility of inconsistency that gets to me, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair.
I do think you mind. I think we're going to stop there because we got 4 out this time, which makes me happy because that's going to make the next 2 episodes 3 each, and I'm not going to have to worry about an episode with just 1 at the end. Do you want to go ahead and do the dice promo, the Baron of Dice promo?
Yeah, I can. If you
Discord scripts.
Yep. All right. So, today's episode has been brought to you by the Baron of Dice. Baron of Dice is your one-stop shop for premium wargaming dice. Their dice are hand-poured with premium resin materials and colored dyes. Each die is hand-mixed to the desired result and then carefully swirled with 2, 3, or even 4 colors in a silicone mold before being laser engraved with a wicked symbol. They're also hand inlaid and finished with a matte or gloss polish. There are no imperfections in their dice, no balancing issues, no micro bubbles or mold lines. This is the difference between Baron of Dice dice and regular wargaming dice. You can quite literally feel and hear the difference with these dice. Whatever game you play, whatever style your team is, they're ready to elevate your game.
All right. And I do think that that is going to be all that that's everything that we have for today. If you want to see how professions work in our games, check out our actual play podcast, Tales of Yvard, anywhere podcasts can be found. And I think I can actively say that now. After a long time of back and forth and struggling with other things, I do believe now, anytime, anywhere that you find it, you should be able to. If that is not the case, and you find a podcast app that we're not on, the best place to find and communicate that with us will probably be our Discord. Links to that will be in the link tree, which are in the channel description, which is in the channel description if you want to check that out.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
All right. I closed my script accidentally. And last but not least, let us know what you would like us to cover in maybe a future video. Like I said, I do want to get through the professions, but then we're kind of open for a little bit. I have a few ideas of where I might take the channel, but I want to know where you all would. What do you all want to know? What do you all want to learn about? All right.
See y'all next time.